How many of you have every intention of living here on this planet in these bodies for a very long time? Show of hands, yes. How many of you know the importance of exercise and nutrition with regard to keeping those bodies going? Yes. And how many of you succeed in paying attention to your exercise and nutrition every day? Yes. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, today I invite you to meet Max, my Vitamix. Max and I started our long journey together back in 2009 on the island of Hawaii. I have known for 10 years that I wanted a Vitamix, but I finally was privy to a demonstration of how to use the machine and all that it can do. It can do everything from making a quick juiced smoothie to pudding to soup. And there are other containers for grinding grains and all kinds of things. So it's got a lot of uses. However, you may have noticed over the past couple of months I have been shrinking a little bit. So I've been paying attention to my exercise and doing really great with that, but something wasn't budging. I was going up in weight a little bit every week, but not a lot. I added green smoothies to my diet in the holiday season of all times, actually, and found that I have seen a huge increase in my ability to lift weight, my ability to feel strong in general, my energy level, my sleep is improved, my eyesight is improving, and then there are all kinds of other functions of the body that are improving as well, of course. So the benefits of a green smoothie are that, and you can all please try what you have in front of you if you've not drunk of it already. It is banana, apple, pear, Jacinto kale, and curly kale with water.
What were the last two things?
Jacinto kale, it looks like dinosaur kale. It's very bumpy and very, very dark green. It's longer leafed. And then curly kale. So one thing I know about my food, now that I've started researching greens, is that when we chew, we generally don't chew enough. To break down the cellulose in a green plant, in a green leaf, I'm not talking about the root part of the vegetable, we need to chew so that when we spit it back into our hand, it is a creamy consistency. How many of you think you're doing that now? Very good. You must have jaws of steel, sister. So this machine here, the blades go 240 miles an hour. And I'm going to make something very, very simple. You've already tried the first little bit, but this is a full pear, which the beautiful thing about adding an entire fruit to a smoothie is that you're not getting a sugar spike to your blood. It means you're not going to have a low. You're getting all the benefits of the fiber. This is celery. All the leafy parts of the celery. All the benefits of the fiber in that, so your elimination is improved and all of this good stuff. You get the seeds of the plant. The seeds contain life force because that all gets ground up right into this. And let me tell you, it takes like 2 to 3 minutes to chop up this much stuff. It's so simple. Add a bunch of water to the Vitamix, and depending on the consistency you want, I like it a little more liquidy, you play with the water. So you might only fill it up to this handle here, which is about a cup. Hold that up for you. Or you might go a little bit deeper with it. I've got about 3.5 cups of water in here. I'm going to add my favorite secret ingredient, which is Vietnamese cinnamon. It smells so good. They don't have this in the recipe. And I'm going to pass this around so you can see. So we talked about fiber, we talked about the cellulose. The cellulose holds all of the nutritive parts of the plant in place. If we're not grinding our food, it's not getting broken down, it's not becoming available to our bodies. With this, it's like getting a shot in the arm. Because of the motor, there's a very specific way that we turn on the machine. This has a variable speed, a high and low switch, and an on-off button. We start it with the variable set to low and a variable. Turn it on, turn it up, move it to high. That is Max at work. That is how fast it happens. I've made hot cocoa steaming hot in this just by blending. There are many other benefits to eating green leafy vegetables. A lot of the amino acids that we find only in meat and think that we can only get from meat are actually fully available when the leaf has been pulverized. Which means we don't need to eat as much protein from meat sources, which also translates to an easier digestive process for us. I'm happy to announce that because I'm so excited about my Vitamix, I got my affiliate number last week. I am now selling them as part of my coaching practice, which is super rockin' cool. And I am eating 1 quart of this at minimum a day to 2 quarts a day. Within 13 days of lifting weight, I added 30 pounds to my back squat.
Oh, God.
13 days.
How much did I lose?
Yeah, so this is, to me, the leg of the piece of health I was missing. And now that I have it, I'm ready to see what's next. Mr. Toastmaster.